taken from their families. The dark history of Hawaii's leprosy colony. Welcome back to Hannah's Newsroom, where we take stories from the past, news articles from 2015. But this is from a credible source, CNN.com.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The farther back we go, the more
incredible sources.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Did that pop up because of the missing Hawaiian girl that we last recorded to?
Where her dad got bludgeoned
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah. Do we have any follow-up on that?
Yeah, there was, but right now we're talking about
Sorry,
leprosy.
you're right.
So.
Okay. Fine.
Leprosy cult. Come on.
Okay,
Get it together.
fine.
I didn't
So-
know that was a thing. I thought leprosy was bad.
So it is.
That's
So
why
everybody
is it a
had
cult?
colony.
Oh, colony.
So everybody that had leprosy
I thought you
was
said cult.
literally
Like Nazi
taken
nerd.
to an island
No, they weren't. Let
and
me just
dropped
put this-
off
No,
to
they weren't.
be leopards together.
That's mean.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Like,
So literally,
Do it. She's reading.
I'm just gonna put it in my hair.
okay.
Or something. Put it on my shirt. Put it on
So in those days, patients were sent to Kalalopapa
Yeah.
thinking they were going to die. It was a traumatic time. So more than 8,000 people
No.
have
Really? Sorry. Go ahead.
have been banished there over the years. The reason?
Wait, what years?
They had leprosy. Okay, I'm trying to get to that point.
Yeah, what years? Is it? Are
The-
we talking 2020? Bird wants to know.
The infectious nature and lack of treatment for the disease meant that in 1865,
Oh.
Hawaii introduced laws
Whoa.
allowing the arrest and removal of people with leprosy to places of isolation.
Is leprosy
I was
contagious?
just thinking. Well, I don't
through
know
touch?
anything about.
Well, maybe if I read the rest of this article.
Well, we're gonna Google while you read.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
are.
go ahead.
The peninsula began to house
Sorry.
leprosy patients from 1866 and
2024.
nope, and shipments of patients arrived 2 to 3 times per year. In 1936, one of those shipments carried Brede.
Okay, they don't know. They
Yeah.
won't.
Okay. So Brede said for 79 years she was a resident on that peninsula.
Okay, they were fed. Clearly, water, food. Like, what was the living sitch here?
Yeah.
And
She
at least they didn't kill them.
She recalls, we couldn't say bye to our families. I just cried and waved until I couldn't
Really?
see my mother no more.
Whoa, that's kind of sad.
Yes. Are you going
There's-
to tell
what
us
did you
about
find?
leprosy?
There's no cure.
Yep.
Yeah, but how is it contagious?
Oh, through disease is not spread through casual contact with a person who has leprosy, like shaking hands or hugging, sharing meals, or sitting next to each other.
but it's not spread that way.
No.
How is it spread?
They were saying, where did I read that? It was saying, oh, I don't want to look at what it looks like. It's not clear. Look, how the leprosy germ is spread, but households,
with prolonged
let's see,
contact.
yeah, the germs probably enter the body through the nose and possibly through broken skin. The germs
I think it's the skin.
get caught in the air through nasal discharge of untreated.
Literally, because it's like boils
Yeah.
type of thing, I think.
Is it kind of like poison ivy? You know, it, like gets
But-
into like a crack or
But
whatever.
then there's no cure.
Dude, they continue to exist.
Yes.
In India, China, and some
Yes.
other countries.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I mean, this was literally Brede spent her entire adult life there.
Okay.
She even met her husband, who arrived in 1942. We're
There.
still together today.
Stop it.
And that's a long, long time,
Do you have
she
kids?
says.
Can you have kids with
Hold on.
so many
So-
questions?
If they're both
Lepers.
Yeah.
lepers,
You already have it, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
so, but it's like it doesn't it hurt? I thought for some reason like it
What
hurt
are the
like
symptoms?
contact to the skin hurt because you have like boils and stuff.
So, in pains in the joints, blisters, loss of color, rashes, ulcers, or redness,
Reduce.
So, two,
nerve injury, or weight loss.
if you had just a little bit visible and they were like, it was a law, like you got banished, but maybe other people like went to the doctor and was like, oh, I don't feel good. And they were like, you have leprosy. And they bit 8,000 people.
Yeah, that seems
8,000
like a lot.
people. Okay.
Maybe we should start at the start.
So
Leprosy is a curable disease.
I thought you said it wasn't.
It is.
But this was
not in
this
that
is
time.
18.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah. So, the law wasn't lifted until 1969.
Whoa.
That's when the residents were free to leave, but half of those still living on the settlement,
Is there
including
pictures of it?
Brede,
Of
And her
the
husband,
chose
probably?
to stay on the peninsula that had become home.
Yeah. Yeah.
We expected to go and die, but when we got there, the place was filled with people and so many activities.
That's wild.
So it's like another like city.
A range of work was provided for patients living there. The community was provided with everything. It was a really nice place. Really nice little place. She said that they did all the things ordinary people would be doing.
So it's just it was like moving to another city.
So
Kind of.
today, that peninsula is a national park with 16 former patients remaining there as registered residents.
Whoa.
That's crazy. It's like a
That's
small
cool.
town USA, but really small. These days, the town consists not only of former leprosy patients, but also 40 state employees and up to 60 national park staff. It has numerous churches, a movie hall, sports facilities, deer for hunting, and waters to fish in. Built this little house thing, built in 1854.
Oh.
Wow.
Looks very livable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But how many people lived in that?
Well, this says that it was a church at the settlement. The building is now a ranger station.
Interesting.
The patients have long been cured of leprosy,
Yeah.
but today suffer from deformities caused by the disease. Leprosy, see if you just let me get to the bottom. Leprosy is a chronic infection spread from person to person, causing damage to the skin and nerves in those affected. This damage leads commonly to deformities caused by injuries from people losing feelings in parts of their body. That sucks.
Yeah.
Such as their
Sections.
such as their feet and hands. Wow. Common deformities include dragged feet, claw hands, and blindness.
That sucks.
That sucks.
Brede lost the use of most fingers on her hands after various accidents caused damage without her knowing because she couldn't
That's
feel
crazy,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Once, while cleaning the basin, I started seeing smoke come up, but I couldn't feel the water was hot.
Whoa.
She says of a time she burned her hands extensively. She also has no feeling in her feet.
Oh, that
On top of
sucks.
that, she has arthritis.
Is that what? How old is she? Is she like still alive right now?
This was in 2015, so
Oh.
it's kind of hard to say. That was 10 years ago. Before a treatment was found in 1951, patients in the U.S. mainland were sent to a leprosium in the town of Louisiana, which in 1921 became the national leper place of the United States, and its peaked housing of 500 patients, but 800 in Hawaii, or 8,000.
8,000.
8,000.
That seems like a lot. Like, is there
Yeah.
really that many people
In the
Hawaii?
United States, this is in 2015. In the United States, 150, 200 people continue to be infected with leprosy each year.
At least there's a
How?
cure.
Like, how do you get it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Transmission.
well, I know that, but it's like, what are the odds?
It says more
getting
than 215,000 new infections were reported globally in 2013. So that's kind of like
that's
a
crazy. It's still going. It's
not
still
the
going.
bird.
No, oh, was that me?
You
That was
lost
me.
your
I lost my
bird.
bird. That's crazy. I would have never like you think of it as like an old time
Yeah.
thing, you know,
This
like very.
this was kind of depressing.
Yeah, thanks, Hannah.
Yeah.
But she found her husband on the
Yeah, it's
island, and they had
curable.
everything that they needed. But back then, they didn't have a cure yet for it.
It's
And
better
so
than them killing them. Like, honestly, though, because they could, that it wouldn't have been right or, whatever, but, like, they could have been like, it is infecting, like, it is a sickness.
It is
you
a
know,
plague.
It's a
Vomital.
plague, yeah. Like, so
Yes.
it's better that they sent them to.
What do they
how's
call
that
it?
going?
Not great. Sorry, I'll stop.
What do they call it in London? Black Death or something?
Black plague.
Black plague.
Which also could be death. So,
But, like, for
but you
real,
know,
though,
like,
yeah.
and they didn't do anything about it, and so everybody just died.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas this,
At least they sent him.
they
but
literally
they didn't
she's-
find a cure. They just
until later.
later, yeah.
Right, right. But also, she said they had everything that they could possibly need. So it's just like
Yeah, it's
You're
not like they sent them
being
there to die.
exiled,
Yeah.
but I mean,
And then starved to death and, like, become cannibals or something,
Yes. Ooh. But literally
interesting.
crazy. 8,000 people.
It's a
I was
lot.
not expecting you to. I didn't think that was how it was going to play out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, just have fun with this
We're
bird.
gonna,
The
we're gonna
naughty bird.
figure out this bird
We'll get
sitch.
that
Yeah.
figured out.
We gotta have the naughty bird on here. So, if you know,
You know. And until next time.
Yeah.
Beaches.
Bye.
Bye.